Alright, what's up people? It's Cokeboy J here bringing you guys another video. First thing I want to say is make sure you guys check out my how to prepare for Rise of Iron video, the Rise of Iron preparation video before you really watch this video because if you guys watch that video and a couple of other YouTubers videos on how to prepare for Rise of Iron and you guys didn't follow the guide, then most of you Guardians are probably struggling to get your light level up right now. As you can see, I am 367 light right now. There's a couple of people that's 370, 372 and stuff like that. So I'm pretty much going to give you guys tips on how to be prepared for the raid, how to get your light up pretty fast, and things of that matter. So the first things first is, you get the story missions completed. You do a couple of your exotic quests and things of that matter. You get things dropped at 350, right? So the first thing me and my friend Supreme Nico did, because the both of us are 367 right now, the first thing we did was we bought a piece of gear from our vendors. So we bought a 350 Ghost, 350 whatever. So we had like 3 pieces of 350 gear. So the way the infusion system works and the way the loot system works with the new light level system that got implemented last year is that if you have a couple of pieces of gear, like for example, I have a 370 chest piece and a 371 cloak. Every other piece of gear that I pull, whether it be from, well, right now currently, whether it be from a package or anything of that matter, is gonna go up to 370 because that's the highest light I can go up to right now. So it's gonna average everything out around it. So what we did was when we bought our 3 pieces of gear from our vendors, we had a whole bunch of legendary engrams, right? And what we did is that we decrypted all our legendary engrams to other pieces of gear that we needed. So I needed gauntlets, a helmet, boots, and an artifact, right? And a couple of guns, right? After we turned in our engrams, our character rounded out to like 348, 347, somewhere around that round, right? After that, we started to hit the exotic, the heroic strike playlist. Now, here's the thing. You guys have to go inside this playlist right here. Seed of Christ is right next to the Nightfall. You're not going to go to the Vanguard playlist, and you're not going to go to this. Why? Because this only gives you loot up to 340 light. This playlist gets you loot up to 365. So if you keep grinding this out, you're gradually going to get your gear up. Blues are going to decrypt at 340. They're going to stop decrypting at 340 after a while. And then inside this playlist, the blues that drop for you at the end are only going to stop at 365. That's the recommended light level for you to get into the raid, and that's pretty much all you have to do is just grind out this playlist right here. If you guys didn't have like a shitload of legendary and exotic engrams saved up before this came out, before the DLC came out, then you're pretty much gonna have a really hard time pretty much averaging out your light level really quickly. So your best bet right now is to do this playlist. It gives you loot up to 365. Also, if you guys have some Vanguard reputation boosters, use that. Me and my friend on day 1 grinded for like 4 hours. We used 2 of these, got a couple of packages, and we were at 360 after the first day. And that's another thing is packages. It's so imperative that you get packages. I got a package from House Judgment, a couple of from Cryptarch, a shit ton of Vanguard packages, Dead Orbit, and I got one from Crota's Bane, right? Now, if you guys know anything about the packages inside Year 3, is that they're split up into 3 categories now. Weapons, chroma, and gear, right? So the most important thing that you're pretty much going to have to worry about initially is your armor. So make sure you guys get a couple of armor packages. Now your faction packages give you the best gear. It's always going to give you the best gear. It's always going to give you the best light, right? Because when I opened up mine, I got a 370 chest, just infused it to this and everything. So make sure you guys are hitting up that playlist. Pop 3 of coins so you guys can get exotic engrams as well, because exotic engrams are going to help boost your light level as well also. So you see my gun right here, right? When I decrypt an exotic weapon, right, or any piece of gear like that, right? Say I pop an exotic engram for my primaries, right? My gun is 368. The exotic engram is going to decrypt 3 light levels higher than the current piece of gear that you currently have equipped. So if I open up an exotic primary engram, it's going to give me a 371 exotic weapon. Use that as infusions. If it's not a good exotic that you know you're not going to use, just use it as infusions. A lot of exotics that I pulled, I use as infusions. Shit, I pulled this shit from a blue, which is crazy. And I pulled this one randomly also. I think I got it from a legendary. So make sure you guys most definitely use your Vanguard reputation boosters. Hit up this playlist and don't worry about anything else. If you need legendary marks, hit this up as well. And that's another thing. Legendary marks was really key because that's how we were able to buy gear from our vendors. Was legendary marks. So just watch the previous video that I made before, and you will understand the reasoning behind everything that we did and many other YouTubers did in the past with their whole stocking up on legendary engrams and things of that matter, because that was very important in terms of you getting your light level up pretty quickly. Also, Elder Sigil can get you a 365 piece of gear as well. Me and my friend, we did it this morning. I got a 365 piece of gear. So, say you hit 360, right? Because this is what you're going to do first. You're going to hit 360, right? Then you do the Elder Sigil so you can get a piece of gear that's higher. And you're going to open up your packages. So, if you find yourself doing this playlist and you find that you have a package, just keep grinding. And say you got a package, right? You're going to keep edging out your faction a little bit more until you're prepared to get another package and then open up the current package that you have. Packages are good when your light level is higher. That's pretty much what I'm relying off of right now, is opening up packages and also doing the Archon's Forge. If you guys don't know what the Archon's Forge is, the Archon's Forge is pretty much like Court of Oryx. That right now is pretty much what me and a whole bunch of other people that are above 365 are relying upon right now to give us gear, because the strike playlist isn't going to give us anything higher, and there's no really other activities that can give us gear that's higher. So only thing that we're relying upon right now is our faction packages, any other packages at that, and pretty much doing Archon's Forge and hopefully getting something really good from that. So hopefully this video is really helpful for you guys. This is Cokeboy J. I'm out. Make sure you guys drop a like and subscribe.